this is the CEO of one of the hottest labels in the game right here, man. They calling Tr3way everywhere around the city, man. Tr3way, that's the name, that's the thing. I got my man Shotti. What's going on, brother?
Thank you for having me.
Nah, thank you for pulling up, man. Yo, so we gotta talk about this Tr3way shit, man, because everywhere I go, I hear Tr3way. I'm listening to Nicki, I hear Tr3way. Everybody's talking. What's up? Talk about it a little bit. Just the whole Tr3way movement, man.
We are the culture. You know what I'm saying? We are what's happening right now. Tr3way is we come to change the status quo of the label right now. You know, we come to raise the bar. We come to give artists a real voice. Like you get it?
Yeah.
We come to actually give them a chance to benefit from their craft.
Yeah.
Like wholeheartedly, not getting jerked around, and actually getting paid properly for what they're doing.
Right.
Just a breath of fresh air,
Yeah, but y'all bring a different energy though, right? Like the energy is palpable. It's in the city, like you can feel it. And I know, like I heard you on the Insta Snap talk about, this the new Death Row. Like y'all moving like it's.
We are.
What you think? Like, how do you kind of draw that correlation? Why?
Because with the ferocity we're coming with, we're fierce. We're not taking no for answer. Death Row didn't take no for answer.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to what the executives think, what they think is good for sales or whatever. That's not what's good. I listen to the people. I'm a voice for the people. That's what we're here for. We're here for the people. That's what the art is about. The craft is about speaking from the streets, and per se, like I don't want to give this course. When I say the streets, I don't mean you have to be from you have to be from a poor background and your parents had to smoke crack and you had to be a shooter. That's not the streets. The streets is wherever you're from.
Right.
Your neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? So that's why Tr3way is diverse. We have rock and roll artists. You get what I'm saying? We have rappers. We're just all about people being themselves. Again, we're in a gender-free environment right now.
Right.
You go to the airport, there are bathrooms with like just a
gender neutral.
Gender neutral. Like,
right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's all about you being yourself.
Right.
And that's what we want to. That's the main idea I want to push right now. Everybody just being itself.
Yeah.
As a craft, art-wise, life-wise, whatever your choices in life, be yourself. And,
right.
That's what we about.
Well, I mean, obviously, like Tekashi's the lifeblood of this, of it, and he's the embodiment of, like you said, just being yourself, right? Like, how did you? Because it's just an interesting pairing, man, to see y'all two running the city like that. Where did you even find him? How did you, you know what I mean, link up with Tekashi and build this relationship?
Well, he's from the neighborhood,
Where you from? What neighborhood?
Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy, okay.
Bed-Stuy. We had a mutual friend. One of my little homies brought him around. You know what I mean? I was always keen to him. He was always smart. Did his little thing.
So you knew him for a minute?
Yeah, knew him for a little while. And he was. You believe in somebody when they believe in themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It tends to make you focus on them. Because everybody. There are hundreds of people like, yo, I'm a rap. I want to, we
for sure. Hell yeah.
That's one of the outlets that they give you.
Everybody trying to get on. Yeah, that's
right. Outlets, right. So he was getting on and he was very passionate about it. He started grinding, doing his own thing. I mean, we spoke about it, and then he went to Europe. He did his little thing, came back, and he showed me the video. Like, yo, look at him, they college. He showed me the video.
So,
like, oh, shit.
So it's like it's getting real, right?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is it?
Right.
And this time, nobody heard about him, whatever the case may be. And he's just like, yo, big homie, trust me, bro. Like, trust me, bro. It's gonna be lit. And I was going through my little life emotions, little stresses or whatever at the time.
Yeah.
And
how long ago was this?
Like 2 years or so.
Okay.
I mean, going through little emotions, and it just happened. An elder of mine's older lady, she was just like, yo, just go do something different, just get out the house, not being stressed. She's like, just go out the house. I'm just on the stoop, and he just come by, like, yo, look, bro. I'm like, you know what? Come here, sit down. Let me see this shit. Let me see what you doing. You know what I mean?
Hold on. So, but were you like the music nigga in the neighborhood? Like, what was it about Tekashi that made him like, yo, I gotta holla at Shotti for this, man? Like, what was it about you, man? Was you doing music at the time? What was the vibe?
Nah, I wasn't actually doing music at the time. I was just I was just, like I said, I was finding myself as well.
You was around.
Yeah. So just one thing led to another. Financially, just little things. He's a lot younger than me.
Yeah. I'm
versed in the street. I know a lot of people, in the industry as well. And it seemed like the smartest thing to do,
Right. So, but tell me how like you said, you you know, you're a little bit older than him. How did you recognize the talent? Because, you know, what we grew up on and what you grew up on is totally different than what Tekashi's bringing. How did you?
That's what I want everybody to understand. It's not about recognizing talent. It's about, again, believing in something. Because talent is, again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Bottom line.
Right.
I'm never one to judge, right? And I'm older. I'm not always in tune with what's going on.
Right.
So at times you always have to have a younger ear, fresher ear. Like, yo, bro, this is what's hit right now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because before 6ix9ine, I never had a social media.
No.
Never had a MySpace, a Facebook.
Right.
None of that shit.
Oh, you in the streets for real. When you ain't got social, you.
Literally in February, my lawyer was like, yo, if you really want this label shit, if you really focus on this shit, you gotta get off that. You gotta get on social media.
Right.
All right, so I never knew about a famous Dex. I never knew about a Rich the Kid. I never a Trippy Red. I never knew about none of these internet kids. Like literally.
Right.
I'm all the way.
Yeah.
Jay-Z. I'm still arguing about Jay-Z, Biggie, and Nas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that being said, his style of music was opened my eyes up to these other guys. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you actually listen, they all have something to say. You get what I'm saying? It's not like they call it mumble rap, but it's these guys are actually saying something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just like when our era of rap was going on, it was like, what is this shit?
People older than like that.
Like, nah, this ain't music.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's their genre, it's their style.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
So when you look at Tekashi, is obviously the first thing you see is the aesthetic, right? Like he got the 6ix9ine tattoos all over his face. He got the colored hair. At the time that you recruited him, was that something did that attract you to him, or was you like, yo, what you doing? Like, what was that vibe? Just like looking at the aesthetic of Tekashi.
Looking at him and knowing him is two different things. That's where that's the whole thing about judgment. Like I've never been a person to judge somebody unless I get to know them. Maybe that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like never. I don't care what you look like.
Right.
I don't care what you smell like when you come in here. Maybe you just came from working. I don't know. You know, somebody comes around and like, damn, what the fuck is all this? But this guy maybe came from a long day of work. Everybody has an explanation. Like, at least you give them a chance.
Absolutely.
Him, I like I said, I knew him already.
Yeah.
So the look was just like, what the fuck? He went red, he was green, and then it was just the whole rainbow. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
You feel me? And she's like, what's up? He's like, yo, nah, this is my thing. This is how I feel. Like,
yeah.
You feel me? So who am I to tell you? I know he ain't gay. Like, and even if he was, that's his thing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But he's gay. He's this. I know him. He gets prior to this. You get what I'm saying? He was already doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's a little Spanish kid in the hood. Like,
right.
That's what they do. He's a little handsome kid. He's doing his thing. So it was more about internally who he was, and he's always been the same person he is today.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He's just a great person, a great individual. And you know what I'm saying?
Now, to me, I thought you said something interesting earlier, and that's a part of the Tekashi story, which is kind of like a mystery a little bit, which is, you said he got popping overseas first, man. You don't really hear that, right? Like with people, they go to Europe first and come back and then it's lit. Like that doesn't really happen. How, is that something you guys thought of, or like what was how did that kind of happen?
More along the lines of how he got, it was all out his ideas, all out his ideas.
This is him, his thinking?
All out his thinking, all out his idea. And he had a small budget, and he came up with a plan to work his small budget.
Yeah.
And it just worked. I had no, that was none of my doing.
Yeah.
That was all him. You know what I'm saying? None of my doing, all him. He's, he's a genius. He's a genius when it comes to the marketing, promotion-wise. He's just a genius. These kids may not be as educated as we were book-wise. Right? But computer literacy, they're born with it.
Right.
They're born with it. They know how to he's literally the king of the internet because he knows how to control it. He knows what time to post something. He knows what to say. He knows how to, I don't know how he figured it out, but just like you ever see a 3-year-old kid and you just put an iPad there and they're just like,
they know how to already.
They know how to work it. Like,
that's
you get it? This is the age we're in.
Yeah.
The age of technology. Technology is in the palm of their hands. It's not like when we had to go to the library and, I have one of my best friends, our relationship is literally based on argument. Like if I'm like, I read that so forth and so on is 10 feet tall. He's like, nah, bro, no, definitely not. It's 8.5. Yeah.
Right.
No. And we were arguing with shit like that. So now we in the age where we sitting having a conversation. I'm like, Google that shit, bro.
Right, just go straight to it.
Google. I'm like, nah, it's not even an argument on Google.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So knowledge and technology, information is literally you have it in a split second.
But Tekashi, man, he's sort of mastered this trolling thing, right? Like we call, in this era trolling it, everybody's trolling each other, and he's trolling everybody. Like, do you as the CEO and, I guess the protector of the brand, do you ever, how do you feel about that? Like, 'cause sometimes, obviously we've seen how it's gone. It feels like, there's beefs and different things. How do you feel just about the trolling aspect of Tekashi?
I feel that we first and foremost, God bless America, nowhere else. All right, we live in the greatest country ever. All right, my opinion.
Yeah.
And one of the rights that we're afforded is the freedom of speech. Right?
Right.
I think he's exercising those rights very well. I think he's not the only person. I'm sure of it, and just as you are, he's not the only person, and he's not the first person to start trolling.
Yeah.
He's just become very good at it. It's something that we wouldn't understand. I still don't understand the shit. I still don't see you calling somebody's some function and then you understand it, and then reacting this. I don't understand it. I'm just not from the era.
Right.
He does, his era does, and that's cool with me. As long as nobody tries to bring harm to him, because I feel that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Everybody has the right to speak freely. We're in America.
Right.
You can say what you want, how you want. And if he was the only person in America doing it, I'll be like, yo, this kid he's through the roof. But there are literally, let's take away the hip hop. Let's take away hip hop.
Right.
And we go to the
kids in general.
let's take away kids in general. We're talking about in the adult world.
Yeah.
Right. There are the what's this guy who worked for Trump recently? Who when Trump was in office, the Breitbart. What's this guy's name? Oh man. Somebody help me out. Anybody know? He worked for Breitbart, but he also was in the White House. What's his name? Steve Bannon. Thank you much. Steve Bannon.
Yeah.
Right? If you take the time out to look at what Steve Bannon says on a daily basis.
Right.
Hands down. And we're talking on a political level.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We're talking about the people that actually control the country, make laws. He goes at them crazy. He goes at our Constitution crazy.
Yeah.
He's not wrong for it. This is how
his opinion.
It's his opinion and how he perceives the Constitution or America to be going, which is cool by me.
Yeah.
I'm not against him. I'm not against Trump. I'm not against none of that shit. I'm American. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I believe in democracy firmly. The people elected him, and that's what we got to deal with until he's not in office anymore.
But as the CEO, obviously being from the streets, when you say something, a lot of times you have to be accountable for the things you say. So when you see somebody
we're not in that era. There is nobody held accountable for what they say any longer. There's nobody held accountable, from our president, commander in chief, to the smallest person on the streets. There's nobody held accountable for what they say any longer. That's why people are able to say things so freely now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not the era of actual what is the term I'm looking for? I don't want to be for lack of vocabulary right now. It's like there's no classiness anymore. There's no there's nobody throws shade on things anymore. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? The character of people is at an all-time low. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
no integrity to it.
There's no integrity. No integrity to anything. Or else you would certain things you wouldn't want to say on your own. You would be embarrassed to say certain things.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But look at us as children, and we have adults ahead of us. We're gonna talk about the people that are controlling our country, whatever the case may be, the executives, whatever the case may be, right? If they're acting a certain way, I look up and be like, yo, if they're doing it, why can't I do it?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
But when you have somebody who I guess is still looking at life like real life concepts, we see YG and 6ix9ine going back and forth on the internet talking about, I can't wait to run into you. How do you feel about if y'all run into him and see him? Is that what does Shotti think about that?
The same thing I think about any other situation. Like if it was that serious and you feel like you want to do something when you see us, that's just what it is. It's just simple. Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
We're all still men. We all still abide by rules and laws. If you want to look past it, it's cool. If you want to go crazy because a guy said something, that's also cool.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Even in the streets, you can't fight every battle because somebody said something foul about you.
Right.
You'll be fighting all day long. That's not the way to go. If somebody's personally, in all reality, everybody said something about Tekashi. They're picking on him, and when he responds blatant, yeah, you know what? Suck my dick.
Right, he's going there.
He should go there. Because if you say something on my name and my response is something like, it's like, nigga, ain't nothing else. Do what you gotta do now. You know.
But you don't think it's a response to a lot of the trolling shit that he does?
No,
like
he never. What did he troll about YG?
Like, well, I don't know about YG specifically, but like, you know, obviously the world, cause the world is watching, right? Like when y'all went to LA, people didn't think he was gonna go to LA, and he was, in LA, like, what's up? And it seemed like LA got mad at that, you know?
Because again, people try to correlate an issue with one person to a whole coast, just like they did with Biggie and Tupac.
Right.
There's no correlation with me and you having beef with a whole coast or whole state beefing with two states.
Right.
It's impossible. It's impossible because he said, because he comes out and random names, the Slim 400, whatever this guy, he pull up. Tekashi doesn't even know these guys. All the kid said was, I don't fuck with so forth and so on.
Right.
And because these people are from LA, the whole state gets behind them, which is cool.
Right.
But don't make it seem like Tekashi's starting a state problem. We have no beef. He don't got no beef with LA. The kid loves LA crazily. He's in love with it.
Yeah. So what about, like, because like you said, you guys are obviously traveling, y'all picking up bags in different cities. Yeah. When you're going out to places like, you seen Chicago. I seen Tekashi, he was in Chicago. He was on the old block, trolling them, like, yo, what's up? I'm out here. When Shotti, like, you don't ever feel like it's gonna be real life consequences to pay behind that? Because they mad at that.
The real life consequences are we gonna get that bag. You know what I'm saying? The real life consequences is that if you got beef this shit is so, it's the internet, bro.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? It's the internet. Like, how seriously can you take it when somebody is a million miles away and dissing you? I go on my Instagram, they're like, yo, you big head Frozone looking mother. I'm like, oh. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I'm accepting this shit. I got a picture of me and Frozone side by side. Like, I do look like a nigga. Right. You get what I'm saying? It's to the point where how seriously can you take it? Yeah. Where in the world do you be like, yo, bro? Where in the world do you really take the time out of your day to get upset over something that somebody's posted a million miles away? How is that possible? Like, how could that? Yo, bro? How could that affect somebody that literally was poor growing up? How could a name call be affecting me when bro? No, we're immigrants, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Right. We didn't come up with a silver spoon, bro. Like, we had the worst of the situation, and made it the best. So there's nothing anybody can say to me other than, just don't call me late for dinner, like shit like that. You know what I mean? You can't say nothing to me. There's nothing a person can verbally say to me to hurt me or affect me in any manner. Yeah. And it shouldn't be able to affect anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
A word, a post, a text.
Right. So you as I guess the protection, right? Or you as just somebody who's, guarding and holding this label down. When you're outside, is there any limit to what you put on what he could say? Like, yo, like, chill, we don't want to say this, or is you just whatever, like, whatever come with it is what it is.
It's him. He doesn't really say from my point of view, he doesn't come out of, like, he's a respectful kid. Like, he's 22 years old, he just turned 22. He does not come out of line unless you come out of line first, and I'm all for that. Yeah. I'm not a troublemaker. We don't promote violence, but we all for the shit. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it's really not a topic that we should, that even has to be discussed. It's like it's a rule, an unspoken rule. Like you pop out around, we got you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me take it back, because I just want to know, where you come from, so the people can understand. The aspiring CEOs want to know, how you got even to this point. So you said you from the star. You know what I mean? Growing up, what was it like growing up for you, man? Like, what kind of type of time were you on? Were you playing ball? Was you in a rap? Was you just hustling? What was the?
I was all the way intellect. I wasn't with none of that shit. My mom's, we immigrated from Trinidad. Came to America when I was like 2 or 3 years old. Always in school, heavy in school. You feel me? All the talented and gifted programs. I went to Hunter College High School. It's like 13, 14, accepted in that shit.
Yeah, right.
But the story, a lot of other people in the hood, my mom's was a single parent.
Right.
I can't say I ever missed a meal. I don't got that story. You know what I'm saying? I don't have one of those. Right. You know what I mean? But again, single parent, so that leaves ample time for a young man like myself to get in the show. Very smart. You know what I mean? And it's nothing to open your door and go outside and get money or get into some shit, you know what I mean? And in Brooklyn, it's either you get Well, when I was coming up, it's either you roll or get rolled over. Bottom line, you get what I'm saying? And I was never about getting rolled over, and it's just about doing things that the other guy wouldn't do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, so you was just willing to take it there, like
every time. I'm still willing to take it there, like, and not just like violently or anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to misconstrue that. Yeah. It's all about in whatever I believe in. If we're doing a business deal and you breach the contract in some format, I'm going at you, like in everything. If I want something, I'm going at you, like the same format. Yeah. Like, I just transform that to the executive level at this point.
So what is it? How do you kind of make the transition from like the streets to, because there's always like that parallel, right? Like I see you rolling around with 50 a lot now. You know what I'm saying? It seems like 50 showing y'all love. Yeah. What do you kind of get from him, just as like somebody who's a boss now coming from the street?
I love him. The advice he gives is like, it's uncomparable to, like, you know what I mean, to anybody. He literally, like, I met 50 when I was like younger. Like he was in the streets, he was on the block.
So he already knew about you and all that before that?
Yeah, to extent. Like I was a little kid.
So you know what's up. Yeah, 50 in the streets.
Yeah, for sure. Like at that point he was in the streets. Yeah. You know I mean, it's prior to him getting shot and all that. He used to be in Bed-Stuy heavy, Lexington and Marcy. You know what I mean? 551, so he was very relatable. Like somebody I would take advice from. Yeah. I would say the transition it's not really that hard. Cause I feel like I said before, I feel like I ran the city all my life. In my head. Like, you get what I'm saying? I've been a boss all my life. This is not where I made my millions. I made money before this music shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just feel like the transition, it wasn't really big. It was just semi-smooth. It's just there are more gangsters in the executive world than in the streets or heavy. They just know how they're very diplomatic. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Diplomacy. Absolutely. They'll talk to you very nice, and they just still let you know, like, you're not getting nothing from me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I will violate you, but it just in a different term. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Nicely, politically correct.
Politically correct term. Yeah. So I understand that talk. You get what I'm saying? Right. And that's really the only transition, being more diplomatic. All right. You know what I mean? More diplomatic, listening more, even if I don't want to listen, shit like that. Yeah. But again, like, the execs are the real gangsters.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. But you as an executive, obviously, you got to be happy right now. Tekashi's 9 for 9 on Billboard. We don't really see that. Like, it seems like in this era, like he's, it seems like every week he's found a way to go viral or something's happening and everyone's paying attention. Do you think that a lot of the external shit that's happening outside the music kind of fuel the music going to Billboard?
As it does with everybody else's career in the day and age that we're in. If I didn't accept that fact, I would be lying to myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I definitely won't ever do.
So does that mean niggas is doing shit on purpose to get those looks, or it's just this is what it is?
It's the fact that things are just actually happening, and we know how to report it. We know how to make it look good. Like, it's just that simple. Right. We ain't doing nothing big. It's nothing. Nobody's yo. Hey, let's go get in a shootout. Right. Hey, let me get robbed. Like, that shit ain't happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are finding their ways to try to do things. Like, I guess, and cameras everywhere nowadays.
Absolutely.
TV,
I mean, we saw, like, just on the news yesterday, they had the whole. It was at the 50 Cent video shoot. It's in the Daily News. Like, somebody threw some shots over there, and Tekashi was there. I mean, we don't know. There's a lot of rappers there. It's a lot of rappers. According to the news, this is what the news is saying. But when you know what I'm saying? But when you see that, like, that type of shit, like, do people just get scared? Like, I don't mean just the streets. I mean just, like, when you're messing with venues and just trying to get money in different places, are they scared of that?
To an extent. But, how can I put this? We're not chasing the money. You get what I'm saying? Tr3way as a label, we ain't really chasing the money. Like, the money is that's never been an issue. Like, we had hard times, and everybody had a story. Yeah. Even the richest man has a story where he has to decide where to transfer his funds to. Like, how to move his money around. Everybody has these issues at times. Right. Right? It's about having the control, having the power. You get what I'm saying? It's actually having the real power behind the scenes, actually having the power to move the masses. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because people in how would I say, in the past, people would the execs would set the tone. Right. You get what I'm saying? No, this is what we're doing. There's a million of these guys out right now. We're gonna put a million in one. We're gonna keep pushing. This is not. You get what I'm saying? We're in a day and age where we can push whoever we want, how we want. I got a gangster rapper sitting next to the fucking #1 pop star in America on my label comfortably. I could have a gay rapper on my shit. I could have a lesbian rapper on my shit. I won't care.
Right.
You feel me? And nobody else better care.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the day and age we in. And what we say is what's hot, not what they say.
Right.
What the people say.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? What the children say, what the youth says. That's what's hot. And that's what we're promoting. That's what we're giving them. We're giving them the option to choose what you want. You get what I'm saying? I got short dudes, I got tall dudes, I got light skinned ones, I got dark skinned ones.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I got heavy set ones, I got slim ones. How you want it? I got females, I got light skinned, dark skinned. How do you want it?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's just how we gonna give it to them.
But I know, outside of even Tekashi, I know you had Alshon Martin and, you got some West. So you had a lot of artists on the label.
Yeah.
How is it just running a label? What is that like, right? For the people that are like, yo, I don't necessarily want to be a rapper, but I want to be involved in this music shit. And I want to get my own artist. What is that? What does Shotti tell somebody like that?
I would say that would be the smartest thing for you to do. I would say that would be the smartest thing for you to do. I totally, talent-wise, people think that you have to be, and I get this from my mother. Talent doesn't mean that you have to be able to sing or rap or you get what I'm saying? Like that's not the only forms of talent. This is what they fool us with. This is why our community is so infused and oversaturated with a bunch of basketball players and athletes and musicians and entertainers. You get what I'm saying? When it should be infused with a bunch of doctors, lawyers, shit like this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because there are talents in various fields.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Being smart is a talent. Being an intellect is a talent. It's actually better than, from my point of view, actually better than being an artist. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just want people to realize that whatever you do, just be the best at it. And that's a talent on its own. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Pleasing people is a talent. Everybody can't be a king. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody can't be the boss. Everybody can't. When you figure out your niche in life and, you really get a hold of it and you accept that, that's when I think things flourish for you the most.
So you as a boss, right? Like you kind of like the centerpiece of this whole thing. We hear, like I said, when they say Tr3way, they think of you. You the person, you know what I mean? They saying Tr3way. When we see something like, obviously the TMZ, this is maybe 3 weeks ago where Tekashi, he got robbed, they said, and it was all on the news and it was an inside job. You as, the head of the inside, is that something like you feel responsible for or responsible over?
Anything that happens on my watch, I feel responsible for. As a boss, that's what we do. We take responsibility for the actions of our, people under us.
Yeah.
And I definitely take responsibility for that, in a sense. But
like, what happens to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again? Like, cause we don't, like, obviously, like, we don't even want to go into details and nothing like that. But just
it's what anybody else would do for anybody else. You would tighten up on security.
Yeah.
You would change certain things you do.
But I just mean it's from the sense because they said it was inside. Like if it's outside, that's a different thing. Like anything, but inside is
the same. Our team is very small. We weren't when they said inside job.
Yeah.
He never said it's just somebody that he knew.
Okay.
Somebody that we knew.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that being an inside job, you can take it in that format, but just somebody we know. It wasn't somebody we know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
A disgruntled employee.
right.
Put it like that.
Right. Is that taken care of? You gave that employee they 2 week notice? You fired them?
I would hope somebody else. I don't really want to look at talk about that, but I ain't. These are again issues, things that happen in life. People get robbed.
Right. Shit happens.
Shit happens.
Right. All right. So when you moving around like the city, like I was at Summer Jam and that was the big thing. Everybody was waiting for Tekashi to come out. They playing the records. Everybody's like, man, shit. When Gummo go off, it's gonna hit. The whole building gonna go crazy. And then they didn't let y'all in, in the building. Do you feel like Tekashi doesn't, as the hottest artist in the city, like y'all like to say, does he get that support from the hometown?
Oh no. All right.
Because he says King of New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he is. He is. I don't dispute it. Lyrically, he's killing the charts. Music-wise, he's doing the numbers speak for itself. We're gonna leave it at that, right?
Yeah.
As far as the support, we do get the support. But along with that comes a lot of hate. We can speak on it like Ebro. I don't even think Ebro understands the culture of the city. You get what I'm saying?
You think he's too like out of touch?
He is totally out of touch. You gotta understand, if with a platform like he has, you have, excuse me, it's like a judge, right? You have to be fair and impartial, right? I hold everything that I go through in life, I hold it in my mind. I'm like, all right. Certain people, certain positions have an obligation to act a certain way,
right?
To speak a certain way, and carry themselves a certain way, right? In Ebro's situation, he has a platform where he is supposed to be fair and impartial. You get what I'm saying? Because you're about the culture.
Right.
The culture, we don't judge in the culture.
Right.
We don't judge, and there's no judgment. If it's hot, it's hot.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Just because he's a rainbow head Mexican, Puerto Rican kid from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn that rode with a bunch of fucking black bloods, don't mean it's not hot, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Just because he don't look like the 50 Cents or the Jay-Z's or the people that his predecessors, don't make it not hot, bro. Just because he doesn't sound like everybody else doesn't make it not hot, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And for you not even giving him a chance, makes you even worse. Makes it even worse for a person holding your position.
That stature,
It's bad, bro. And I'm not mad at him. But all we did was go and get a bag somewhere else, bro. We had bro, it's simple. Like, that's what I'm trying to show you guys. Like, the gangster that they think, I'm not a shoot 'em up, bang, bang gangster if that's what they thinking about, bro.
Yeah, but that's the idea. Like, when you...
Bro, that's not gangster to me, man. Like, bro, gangster is showing you, bro, at any cost, I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to get paid. Yo, bro, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Like, people know me, like, literally.
Yeah.
Bro, the job is going to get done, bro. Like, I don't have to hurt you to get the job done, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you with the success that we did. Like, yo, bro, look. Oh, you don't want me to come to your venue? Oh, we're going to go to the venue right next door. I'm going to blow it up. I'm going to have your shit looking crazy.
Right.
You're going to look empty every time. We're not going to give you any support because we the hottest, bro.
Right.
Hands down. Hands down, you can have your position. It's dope. I'm all for you, bro.
Yeah.
Your shit going to come to an end, bro. It's got to come to an end, bro. It's got to come to an end because, again, you're not in support of the culture.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You're in support of the ratings.
Right. But he's got ratings, though. So, like...
He's got ratings. You have to keep those ratings, bro.
Yeah.
But what you don't understand is if you give people the real and what they really want, you're still gonna get the same ratings, bro.
Right. Right.
Right now, everything is pressed. It's like a format. We're formed. It's just what we gotta do.
Right.
We have to do
metrics.
You know what I'm saying? The logistics and all. I hear all that talk all day long. It's not what you have to do, bro. That's not what you have to do.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not what you have to do. Thank you.
Right. Nah, I feel that, man. It's a little hot in here. We getting into it. The Duce got a little hot. This will be good. Nah, I feel that. So, but when we're talking just the city, like I said, the whole King of New York debate has been like, that's been prevalent in the city. Like, everyone's talking. Tekashi's proclaiming it, obviously.
He should. When was the last time was there even discussion of a King of New York? Like let's think about it. When was there even a discussion of it? Like, it's been years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been years. Yo, bro, there has to be a changing of guards. It's just, it must be like that. This is the one certain thing in life. Constant change, right?
Absolutely.
So why are people upset? There's no reason to be upset, bro. If it's not him, there will be somebody else that's going to proclaim King of New York.
Right.
Why is there's no reason to be mad?
You think they upset because it's him, the way he's, talking shit, or the way he looks, or like, why you think they're upset, though?
It's a combination of all of the above.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because good publicity, bad publicity.
It's all
publicity, bro. Nobody's mad at that. That's the understanding that's the one thing that we all have a full understanding of. That's why they won't ever get under.
The whole team knows that.
The whole team knows it, bro.
Yeah.
The whole team knows it, bro. So it's bro, we was doing this shit broke. We was doing this shit for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want all the smoke. I want cigar smoke. I want weed smoke.
Right.
Nigga, I want crack smoke if you want to bring it. I want all kinds of smoke. Any smoke you say you got to bring it. You get what I'm saying? Because we've been doing this. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Right. So tell me about, because y'all got like a partnership with academics, man. Y'all got this, academics has been like promoting this whole shit and like bringing it to light. And
because
what's that?
Yo, bro, there are some people that are just ahead of the game, bro. And usually those are the ones that actually get the benefit when change comes. You get what I'm saying? And he's just one of those. He's just one of those. So he is a reporter for our times.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You don't have, bro, there's no way that we can get the news that's going on in the streets from Ebro and them on Hot 97, bro. It's not fast enough, bro.
Yeah.
This shit is happening literally right now.
now.
It's right now, something's happening. Like literally right now, in real time, something's happening. Academics is on it. The fucking Shade Rooms is on it. The
Rap
fucking
Radars
Rap Radars is on it.
Yeah, I mean.
You get what I'm saying? They on it.
Right.
How can you can't deny that.
Right.
You can't deny that. You can't deny the truth. Bottom line, you can try to hide it for a period of time. You can distort it, but it always will come to the forefront. Bottom line. So we just gotta. Right now, we're in the change. We're in a quote unquote revolution. You get what I'm saying? We're in the times right now. We're in the changing of the guard.
So how do you? Because a lot of people, and a lot of people. A lot of people thought Tekashi was gonna be a one-hit wonder, right?
Yeah.
Thought Gummo that was just gonna be. In the era where people are like, they can be hot for a year, 2 years, they be the hottest, and then they kind of disappear. What is it that you, as like the head of this label, do? Because you're not management. Let's get that clear. Everyone thinks you're his manager too.
No, not his manager.
So what do you do, like as the head of the label, to like kind of ensure longevity in what Tekashi's doing?
Ensure longevity. Longevity. You can never ensure longevity in music. You can ensure longevity in his business. You get his brand. You get what I'm saying? His financial situation. I can definitely set him up properly. That's the whole point with every artist. That's what they never did before. That's what nobody showed us. That's why That's why when a lot of careers are over, they're a lot of disgruntled employees.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Because we aren't taught things. We're gonna break it down.
Yeah, break it down, man.
The average rapper doesn't get $1 million deal. All right. So hypothetically speaking, we get a rapper that does get $1 million deal. He doesn't get the whole million all at once.
Right.
Right. There are obligations he has to fulfill to get
absolutely
portions of the money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So your life just doesn't change overnight, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You still gotta do a lot. There's a lot of work, and the work usually is behind the scenes.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? The work usually is with a business manager, somebody managing your money.
Right.
The work usually is having a good entertainment lawyer. The work usually is having a good team behind you. You get what I'm saying? And that's what they don't give actual rappers or entertainers. They're young. They're like, oh, these niggas, they don't give a fuck about us. Let's tell them let's sign it for $2 million.
Right.
You got signed for $2 million. You got $80,000 in your account. You spinning around like, what the fuck? I just bought a $200,000 car. Like, you trying to buy everything and you can't afford it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You haven't fulfilled any obligation. So the first thing is to actually, with Tr3way, it's just about teaching the artists, informing them, bro. Like, there's plenty of ways to make money without even dropping a song. You get what I'm saying? You don't gotta drop a song to get some money, bro. You don't gotta drop a song to get some checks, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not informing us, bro. It's like, it's just knowledge is power, bro.
Where'd you get the knowledge from, though? How did you get the music knowledge? Because you coming from the streets and you doing what you gotta do. Like, where'd you get this at, that you learned it?
It's by asking questions, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think there's any stupid question. I don't think there's any question that shouldn't be asked. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know something, it's okay to ask. It's just that simple. Also, the process of listening. You dig what I'm saying? You ask and you listen. A lot of people might.
That's a lost art, bro.
Yeah, no, people don't listen. They ask and they just try to answer right away. Like, no, I just.
Right.
Nah, bro, you didn't even give me time to answer. You didn't get time to respond. So listening goes a long way right now. And again, I personally got by because people judging me. I'm a judgment-free zone. Niggas like, yo, he's a fucking gangster. And he's a shooter. He's a thug. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm well educated, bro. Like, what? Like, I'm a school. My mom made sure I went to school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's like the number one reason. They'll just sit and talk a bunch of shit in front of me. I'm just doing like this, smoking my blunt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't pay him no money.
You're not even
there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you take the knowledge from that shit and just implicate it to my daily routine, and shit just worked. It just became like, because there is a formula to getting rich. There is a formula to winning. Like, nobody can tell you it's just luck. Like, things happen that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Because you're following the format and you don't realize it, but there is a format, bro.
Right.
Like, there is a format. Like,
so how would you say right now your life has changed since? Because it felt like y'all came up quick, bro. And we see, I've always watched the Insta snaps. I'm seeing all the money on the table, and how much has that changed your life just in these past, like?
Saying I'm just able to show it now. Like, I had money before, bro. Like, I had downtime before, you know what I mean? But everything was not able, I'm good enough out of social media. Like, I thought that shit was whack. I thought, like, you're a gangster.
You're not supposed
to do that shit. Like, you're not. So I don't even consider myself a gangster no longer. Like, from the day I opened Instagram or anything like that, I was big. My ex-girlfriend, she'd be like, yo, you're more than a gangster. I'm like, bitch, I'm a gangster. Like, fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But when I really sat back and, I embraced it. Like, to me, like, again, a gangster is not a shoot 'em up bang bang to me. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's not my definition. So, with that being said, I just,
Right, man. I respect that, man. Listen, I love how you guys are moving, man. I personally enjoy it, man. That's why I had to come bring you out here, and I want y'all brothers to be safe when y'all moving out here, man. Because like I said, I always see it's a lot of threats and all that. Like when you see just like, obviously we as people got the chance to see, you know, XXX Tentacion, unfortunately, and his untimely death, and he wound up getting shot just, you know, randomly. Does stuff like that ever play into your mind? Because this is an investment, right? Like, you got to protect the investment outside of the relationships that you have as, you know what I mean? That's your man, that's your little homie. But, like, just as far as protecting the investment, man, that type of shit don't ever play into your mind?
Honestly, I'm a firm believer, and I don't want anybody to get this misconstrued in any format. Anytime you're killed or shot down, you're definitely taken before your time, right? But I have the firm belief that we're all meant to die. We don't know the day, we don't know the hour, we don't know the time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But death is something I've come to like. It's just like part of life.
Yeah.
I've really come to be at peace with that. So like what you guys consider living on the edge is just like
it's regular.
It's normal. Like,
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? What people think is dangerous is really not. Again, I believe in God, so when you come at me, you gotta come with something stronger than him, and I don't think there's nothing really stronger than him in my mind. You feel me? So that's really it. The fear of danger. If you live by that fear, you wouldn't do anything.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a point when I was young. I used to be scared. Like I saw somebody choke, and I just you actually saw somebody choking. Like choking on food, and I literally didn't eat for like 2 weeks. My mom had to take me to the hospital, just bugged out. Like you feel me?
Right.
So. You keep living in fear. If you're scared to experience things or for things to happen to you, you won't experience anything. I think being proactive in every situation, protecting yourself as much as you can, being prepared.
Yep.
I mean, I do that. But
were you ever scared? Like you mentioned being scared of shit. Like when I saw you. You was in the pen a little bit ago. I remember him, Tekashi, y'all was on the phone and shit was blowing up while you was in there. Like. When you was in jail or coming up, like doing the whole, when you got to do a bid, like how is that? Like I know you said you already certified in the streets or whatever. Is that something that was it a crazy experience or was it like, what was just the bid like? Like you knowing that you got something already legit popping and you in there like.
That becomes the issue because jail is a mind thing, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody. I'm not made for jail. I'm not, yo, bro, I do that time sitting on my head.
Everybody said,
not me at all.
Right.
Can't do a time sitting on my head. It's not gonna happen. That's nothing new. You feel me? That's always been my mentality. But what I can say is a feeling that I had recently was in nowhere comparison to
the other time. Yeah.
Recently, it was just like, yo, bro.
Right.
Yo, I called my lawyer. He like, yeah, we got these checks, and I'm like, yo, who got it?
Right.
Who signed for it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's my money? Where's my money? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's totally different, bro. It's like sickening. Like, it's like you had the precipice of greatness, and you just get snatched for some bullshit. You feel me?
That's a fact.
The whole time I was on the run for the whole time. I was on the run for like 3-4 years, so it wasn't really like.
Oh, so eventually you already knew that was going. Yeah.
You know, but
that's a fact.
I didn't expect my life to be. I didn't expect to be right here. Like,
right. So the other thing, man, we just had to get to this, man. This Fifi record is going so stupid. Like we was in the conversations. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? We was locked in. But this Fifi record, man, like what Nicki, came on and did, and how it jumped on the charts, like number 4s.
Phenomenal.
What was that like? Number 2?
Yeah,
Excuse me. Starting number 4 is that number 2. Yeah. So talk about just how did you feel? Number 1, just the fact that like Nicki jumped on this record without y'all getting a lot of cosigns and nothing like that.
It's a blessing. I'm grateful. Nicki's dope. First and foremost, Nicki's dope. I love you, wifey. Really, I think like again, she's in tune. She knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in tune with the music, and I hate to keep saying the word culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not in tune with the culture right now, you get what I'm saying? You would have missed it. She doesn't miss a thing. She's on beat. Like she's hip. She's on the social media. You know what I'm saying? She's on the music. She's spicing everybody's shit up right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She is the embodiment of a New York female, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
When I think about like a New York chick, like, oh yeah, that's Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Nicki. That's Cardi. They are New York chicks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, real shit.
So shit like that.
I mean, she out here throwing Tr3way around. You shooting your shot? What is that?
She knows I.
Yeah, right.
I'm not. That's my life, bro. But I think she's just dope. I think she's dope. I think she's dope, man. I'm honored that she jumped on the track.
Yeah.
I'm honored that she only body shit. I'm so ecstatic that she bodied the house.
She did body that. That's a fact.
Tr3way! You know what I'm saying? She said it so nice, man. She just made me feel good about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm just grateful, you know? I'm happy to be where I am. I'm happy to be being accepted by my peers in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, and all you other executives, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your artists. I'm coming for your positions.
Feel that hunger?
You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking every record you guys set. Y'all think y'all set. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking them shits down. Like, look out, bro. You feel me? Like, this year, next year, like, yeah, we here to stay. You're not getting us out of here. We might have one artist that's popping, you know what I'm saying, right now.
Mm-hmm. The hottest artist
in the world. Hands down.
All right.
But in a couple more months, when I break all these motherfuckers, man, y'all gonna be screaming Tr3way every day, man. You feel me? Every day. More than you screaming it right now. More than I say it. You're gonna be screaming it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your kids are gonna say it before they go to bed. After they say amen, they say Tr3way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Your girl is gonna say it after she busts a nut. Tr3way.
Tr3way.
You know what I'm saying? We are the movement, man. We are the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? We are what you want to be. We are what you want to get down with, man. And we also are what you want to stay away from. It's Tr3way.
Tr3way. Hey, I'm a Knicks fan. The kid Trey Burke. We gotta get him. That gotta be Tr3way. They gotta be calling him Tr3way when he's out there making them threes. You feel me?
Only if you bring New York back, man. Because I'm not jacking. It's not bringing my city back, man.
Right.
You heard?
That's a fact.
That's it, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks, the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, the Islanders.
Word.
Who else we got out here, man?
The Rangers.
The Nets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to fucking Nets, Barclays Center, man. Everybody else, man. You know,
that's a dub.
God bless America, no else.
Right.
Patriot at heart. You know what I'm saying?
He talking that good talk.
Yeah, that's
he talking that I'm gonna get this bag talk. I like that.
Oh yeah, that's what America's about, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, shout out to Rome. Shout out to all the murders, the whole lineup. E-Murder. Shout out to Inferno. Shout out to Frank White. Freedom. You know, shout out to Mel Matrix, Mel Murder, VIP SI. And we out here, Rap Radar.
We out here, man.
All right.